Hello everybody, this is Shane R. Monroe, and we are going to do a little beginner's guide, little tutorial around Star Wars Squadrons. We're going to be doing this in pancake mode, not VR mode, just be a lot easier. So there are three main elements to this game. Number one, of course, is the story mode, in which you have numerous missions to fly through, prologues, the whole bit. So this is your standard single-player campaign. For multiplayer, there's Dogfight, which is essentially your team deathmatch, if you will. And you have something called Fleet Battles. There's a ranked version, which you'll play competitively, and then there's an unranked version where you can play with AI along with your friends. So you can actually produce a co-op squadron and play against AI. There's some practice and some Fleet Battles tutorial. Now, I would highly recommend. So if you're brand new, you just picked the game up, you're looking for some tips to get started. Start with the story. Play through the first 3 or 4 missions. That will give you all of the controls that you need to be successful. Because the prologue, both prologues, and then each mission sort of unlock one more little piece of the pie of how to use your controller and what your options might be. So I would play those first, then move on to Fleet Battles tutorial, where they're going to teach you how to play the strategic multiplayer mode, which is very cool. Move on to Field Battles versus AI, rank yourself up to level 5, and then go ahead and begin the other multiplayer. I know a lot of you aren't going to do that. You're going to just jump right in. You're going to get smoked, and then you're going to say, oh, this sucks. I don't know how to play, or whatever. Just follow that sequence of events, and you will you'll do yourself a favor and do that. So one of the questions, of course, is, so what's the carrot? What's the currency? Is there a battle pass? You guys know I like to talk about currencies and the real cost of the game. There are 2 forms of currency here that you'll have. This is glory, and I can't remember what this one's called all of a sudden. So let's see. Let's go in here and I'll show you. So if you go into customization, there are 2 things that you can spend your money on. You can spend money customizing your ships, and you can spend money customizing your pilot. When I say money, I'm talking about in-game currency. I haven't found a way to actually spend real money in here yet. So let's go to pilot first. So for pilot, these are all of the different sorts of aesthetics that you can do, and anything that has a little white star thing next to it happens to be glory, and it'll tell you right there you need more glory. You need 1,200 glory to purchase each and every one of these. Now, I've been playing quite a while here, and I've only got 1,000, and I haven't spent any of it yet, so this stuff doesn't seem to flow like wine, at least not in the modes that I play. There are helmets of all different shapes, colors, and sizes. You can at least get to see it on before you put down your hard-earned money. Some of it's locked off until you perform certain tasks. But the good news is, everything that's available you should be able to see up front. So even things that are locked, I mean, at least you can still see that they're there. So you're not spending money you know you can save up, or you know what you really want to buy later. Body shapes, probably not a lot of difference in here, but hey, you know. Flight suits are the same way, so there's numerous different flight suits, some locked, some unlocked. You may not see these at the beginning of the game. Different tops, got kind of like that one. Different bottoms. Of course, gloves, because, you know, hey, let's use every possible cosmetic we can. Emotes, because we have to have dances and you know, dances and skins, right? So we got the standard stuff that you would expect to see. Lots of it's locked, and a lot of it you can buy with glory. Victory poses, of course, because we need something else, and of course voice lines.
We can do. Get me. I've never. There have been worse ideas, I guess.
All right. So that's what you can do to your pilot. Now let's go look over here. So there are four different types of ships here for the Republic or for the Rebellion, and each one of those can have active and passive components. We're going to talk more about these later on. But if you were to go, there's anything that's sort of visual seems to require glory to purchase, right? Anything that you can see that doesn't really affect the overall performance of something, right? So this would be your cosmetic purchases. But if you go back to your components, there are components that require a certain amount of, I can't remember what this is called. It's such a weird name too. But you can see this is the currency, acquire with one something or another. It begins with an R. I wonder if I can hover over it or something. You know? So each one of these you can purchase, and you don't have to wait for them to unlock, which I thought was kind of nice of them. So in any of these areas, these things are available, and doesn't appear that anything's locked out. As long as you've got enough of these types of little box currencies, you can purchase these things. And it doesn't look like they're hiding anything from you. So that's kind of cool. So I've got 7 I could blow. So I could, there's 3 here. There's 3, 4 more there. I think those are the same ones. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. So I've got some room to grow here. And like any other game, you'll have to find the suitable loadout that works for you. And of course, you've got things like paint jobs, right? So you can dress up your craft, decals, holograms. Now, I think this is kind of cool. So they show little holograms in the corner of your ship. And who does not want a little Salacious Crumb, right? I've got to have that. I don't have 1200 glory yet, so I can't buy said Salacious Crumb. You also have little pop figures you put over there. You can see there's a whole handful of these that you can eventually get. I'm sure over time, if the game is successful, they will be putting out oodles of these things to spend money on. And then you also have like your charm, if you will, right? So there's a whole bunch of different little charms. And again, these are all glory expenditures. So you might notice down at the bottom it says switch to Imperial Hanger. So you're not just playing the Rebellion, you're also playing the Republic. So if you go over there, there's a whole different set of choices, which I thought was kind of cool. Right? So we'll go customize our pilot. And as you can see, we have different types of heads. We have different types of helmets. Same body shape. Different types of flight suits, a little more appropriate. Tops, bottoms, gloves, right? And then we have emotes, victory poses, of course, and again, voice items. Now for your ship, there's a whole bunch of different things. So again, you'll still have active and passive components, and you do still have some paint jobs. And you have decals, which I must say that the decals are probably more fun over here. I mean, come on, you get a Rancor for crying out loud. Sith logos, how much fun is that? And for their holograms, they have, of course, totally different ones, which is pretty cool. Like, everybody has to have Vader, right? Or maybe that Death Star, that looks pretty cool. But this is my favorite. Decapitated droids, right? Skulls, pretty fun. And of course, you can have this cool red light Vader as well. And of course, they have their own charms. And these things actually follow you into flight, right? So if you're, when you're seeing your ship flying around, you get to see all your swag. So that's kind of cool. And again, I haven't seen any way of actually purchasing glory or this other currency. So that's kind of cool. It's all kind of locked into the game. And the separation of currency actually makes sense this time. One of them's strictly for cosmetics. One is for boosters to your ship, right? And everybody plays fair. You earn them at the same rate, and they're not locked up. You don't have to have a battle pass to get to them. So far, so good in terms of the whole nonsense there. So I'm going to take you through and show you this fleet battles because so far this has been my absolute favorite mode. And so you can take buddies with you, so you can matchmake and play co-op, which means it'll be you and your friends against the computer, against AI. You have, your 6 maps to choose from. We'll just stick with random. Who you want to be, or randomize it. I'll stay Republic because that's just how I played, and then of course you have a difficulty setting. So this particular game mode, probably not going to get a whole lot of love and review. Everyone will be playing Team Deathmatch, or they'll be playing the solo campaign. So this is I find this a really interesting game. So we're going to pick the ship that you want to be, and you can always fly back in and change which ship that you're in, if you like. So this is a 5v5. It's a little bit of strategy involved here. So there's a morale meter that once the morale meter shifts into your favor, you take the offensive against the enemy fleet. If they get the morale back, they can come after you. And I'll talk about it a little bit more as we go. So in this case, you'll see a map. You'll see a map when I die, which will happen. We're gonna go and meet the enemy fighters. As you can already see, everyone's on their way over there already. So I'm gonna go ahead and lock on. You use A to lock into the next fighter. I'm trying to lead him. He doesn't. I'm not. Oh crap! Yeah. My left bumper has a repair droid on it, so I can use that periodically. It does have a cooldown, of course. Go. All right. So now we're ready to attack. I just did a little chafe action, scrambling missiles, so nothing will hit me. Because we have the morale meter in our favor, we can now go after their frigates. As you can see, marked by C and D. Green is shield, white is hull. Shield has to come down before you really do any real damage. Do a little hit and run action here. And we can't attack the Star Destroyer yet. No, we already lost our advantage. So now we need to go back and protect our frigates because they have the morale advantage. And again, you get morale by shooting down enemy fighters. So if you've played the tutorial, or the prologue, or the missions, you'll know that you can adjust where you send the multitude of your power to. Like right now, when you launch, it'll be balanced power, but you can favor shields, your lasers, or your engines. So by pressing left on the D-pad, I've engaged my engines as having more power. You can see I've lost some energy to the others. That's charging up my boost. I'm now going to send power to my shields, which will help overpower my shields. My boost is in pretty good shape. And let's get to targeting. Boost a little and catch up with this guy. He's behind me. I can lose him. We lost our Corvette. Or we got a Corvette, my bad. So now that we're on the offensive, you can see, oh, they got a Raider. So when you take control of the the board with your morale, you get a bonus ship. We get a Corvette, they get a freighter. And right now, unfortunately, they have the upper hand. If we were to take the upper hand back, they lose their raider.
Thought I wasn't gonna show up. They're locking onto me.
Nope, crap. Took it a little tight, huh? The guy's sitting still, I can't hit him. It's bad, huh? There we go. Alright, next tie up. Hitting A cycles you to your next target. Ah, man, somebody wanted me bad. So now we're back in defense mode, right? We got rid of their, oh no, the Raider's still there, never mind. The Raider's chewing up our frigates.
Help is on the way.
See if I can put some energy to my weapon and see if I can help get that Raider down. Alright, Raiders down. Good. That gives us something. Back to TIE fighters. Ah, didn't get my chafe out in time. So we almost have morale back on our side. Oh, no, maybe not. If we can get morale back, we can go tidy up. Come on.
Okay, here I come.
Keep the Empire off that frigate or we're in real trouble.
Let's go back to guided missiles. I'm just not accurate enough to use these. These TIE fighters are very maneuverable. Alright, we're back to attacking.
Maybe you can teach me a few things.
I changed my power to shields. Oh! Alright. Back out. I'm gonna go to weapons. Hot. Hotter.
They locked onto me. There's for you.
Alright, we're chewing those guys down. Come on. Ah. Oh, dead. Should have used the repair droid. So I'm using non-guided missiles, more powerful, and you can shoot them faster, but as you can see, my accuracy leaves something to be desired.
Engine's hot. I'm on the way.
Okay, so power to the engines, charge up my boost. Use my boost to help get me over there a little quicker. Change over to shields, let it overcharge my shields a little bit. fighter and head for that. Head to weapons. Boogie myself out of here. Okay, good deal. Their capital ship is destroyed. Their version of the frigate. Let's go finish off C. Alright. Now we're back to the Star Destroyer. That's all that's left. Alright, I'm going to change over to engine so I can get my boost up. You want to attack the Star Destroyer head on. Damn it. Alright. Repairs. Tractor beam. Crap. They've almost got control back. Not good. And we haven't done crap to their destroyer. Alright, shields are down. If I can get back, I can actually get some damage done.
Squadron, I'm headed your way.
I'm going to change my tracking to flagship systems. So that way when... crap. Or not. That would have been easier for me to see the vulnerable points on their destroyer. So, back to shooting these guys down. Die already. There you go. Alright. Ah, crap. Pilot error. Alright, so we wait to redeploy. Ah, we lost one of our frigates. Well, we still have one and they have none, so... Come on, get me back in here. Oh, that's ours. Why did it lock me on that? That was so weird. Please, no comments. Come on, you pig.
All clear, Vanguard 5.
I'll pay you back for that.
Everyone closer. Alright, we're back on the offensive. Charge my engines. Alright, let's see what we can do here. Or not. Yeah, they're gonna have the morale back in a minute.
Coming at you.
Come on.
Vanguard.
Hey, cut it out! You gotta stop.
Oops.
Behind you! We disabled their shields.
Come on!
Missile coming at me.
Quick
Arrows
enough?
for you.
Just gotta circle myself back around here.
Imperial shields restored.
Maybe I could take their power dome out, but you know. Could be going better, obviously.
Corvette lost.
Oh, they get a raider again.
Empire's got another thing coming.
Star Destroyer shields back online.
Of course they're back online.
You're patched up.
I'll take the kill assist. Lay off the boost a little.
Knock it off. We've got a raider. We lost shields. One less Imperial. Shields back online.
Man, get off my butt.
Blast it.
Nope.
You're ruining my paint job!
Just not doing enough damage.
What would you do without me?
Shielder's still up, huh? At least not all of them.
I should have stayed home.
Not quite what I had in mind.
That's one more victory for the New Republic.
Hey, but look at that. We pulled it off anyway. Not exactly sure how, but we did. Yeah, well, I'm still new too, so there you have it. So I think I like that mode. I like that game mode where you're constantly wrestling back and forth. I was overpowered. Isn't that great? So we get our little match bonus. Didn't go up a level? No, probably not. I've had the first win of the day like 5 times today, so there's definitely some glitches going on. But there you go. So there, that's the fleet battle mode, which so far has been my favorite. I haven't really played the dogfights though, but I like the area where I like the era where you've got to do that. You got to do that sort of teamwork. I think it'd be a lot easier to play that game if I were playing with other humans that I could communicate with, that we could coordinate what we're up to. Let's hop into the story for just a quick minute. You can see what that sort of looks like as well. I actually ended up purchasing the game a second time on Steam because the Origin copy doesn't work very well with VR. At least not my VR, which is the Quest right now. So here is what the single player mode looks like. Essentially, you can sit and talk to people. They always have something to say, but it doesn't really seem to matter much to the story. So we'll hop into the briefing.
Frisk. I'll answer your questions once the Star Destroyer has been delivered safely.
Delivered where? We risked our tails to get that Star Destroyer. And you can't even tell us where we're going?
It's not my call. Besides, I'd be risking a lot of lives if I shared too much too soon.
You hearing this? After all we did for Project Starhawk.
Listen, all I can tell you is the basics.
Linden, our soldiers on the Star Destroyer Victorum just sent a code yellow.
Now? Damn. Call in Vanguard for immediate briefing.
Ah, heck. It was just getting good.
We have an emergency. The Star Destroyer you captured has unexpectedly fallen out of hyperspace behind enemy lines. Our troops are repairing the hyperdrive as quickly as possible, but you need to buy them some time. There's an Imperial fleet advancing toward the Star Destroyer Victorum. I want A-wings intercepting enemy fighters. The rest of Vanguard will provide defense and support. I know Imperial protocol better than most. I have no doubt the Empire will disable the Victorum with ion weapons before sending shuttles to recapture it. Stop them at all costs. The Empire must not reclaim the Victorum. Once the Star Destroyer's hyperdrive is operational, cover its escape so it can jump to safety. I'll send you rendezvous coordinates when the time is right.
Right, so we can sit and talk to him, we can talk to them, there's all sorts of people we could talk to him. But let's just get out into the fun, shall we?
A-wings go as fast as you can fly them. Their hull and shields are too light to take on capital ships, but Imperial starfighters won't stand a chance with you in this cockpit.
Alright.
We have a few options to make your TIE hunting more efficient. Big fan of the rapid-fire lasers and barrage rockets myself.
Let's just keep what's currently there. Let's just launch and get on with it. Videos run a little longer than I thought anyway. Now, I've never used the A-Wings, so there may be some tutorial stuff in here for me as well.
What happened here?
Who cares? Our Star Destroyer's in trouble.
Vanguard, good to see you again. Think you can keep those bombers off us?
We're on it, Victorum. Sit tight. 5, intercept those TIE bombers. We need to buy our crew some time.
Frisk and I will handle the
little easier than the fleet games, huh?
Great. Just need time to restart our systems.
Work fast. Imperial shuttles headed your way.
Hold them off. If even one Imperial shuttle reaches us, we'll be overwhelmed.
You heard him, Vanguard. Intercept those shuttles. We should split up to take them down. I'm here.
Fire on that target.
On it. You handle the other shuttle. Nice shooting. Five got the shuttle. Don't let those shuttles near our Star Destroyer. One more for me. Shuttles down.
Detecting 2 more Imperial shuttles. They're trying to flank us.
Oh, good. More shuttles. Whoa! These things are quick, but
We can't let a single shuttle board the Victorum.
trying to get to them. Hello. Whoa! Something down there.
Great shot.
Quickly! We have a shuttle right on top of us.
I'm going to fail the mission.
The Empire seized the Star Destroyer. We failed.
Yep, I did fail. How about that? Well, you get the idea with the missions, right? Well, listen, I hope you enjoyed this look at Star Wars Squadrons. And please like the video or dislike it and tell us why you didn't like it. Subscribe, hit the little bell for notifications, and appreciate you watching. And hope you enjoyed this look. This is Shane R. Monroe. Thanks for watching.